Hello. Hello, hello. Whiskey Cactus here. Welcome, welcome. We are back. More Tales of Vesperia Definitive Edition. Getting the work done, man. We're this is the 10th stream. It's been kind of weird past couple of weeks because I've had things to do. You know, extracurricular activities that don't include streaming. But we are getting back to a normal schedule. We should have a normal schedule this week. I don't think I'm going to do extra streams this week. There's possibility I might. But I think the biggest possibility is that I don't do extra streams this week, and I likely will do extra streams next week. Probably. So, we'll figure that out a little bit later. But here we are. We made it to Jormungand, which we don't really know. We're not going to talk about Jormungand. All right, we're just not going to do that to ourselves. Excuse me, to ourselves. We're not doing it. We're not doing it to ourselves because it will make us sad when we think about missed potential, which is something that we think about a lot with this game. If I'm being TBH. Don't say that too loud or they'll come for you. Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah. You know, it's funny. I haven't seen, like, diehard Vesperia purists anymore. I don't see them anymore. Back before I started playing the game, before Definitive Edition came out, they were everywhere. Whenever you had a Tales, like, conversation, it was always just the 3 times in my life that I ever got to do that. Whenever, like, Tales was being discussed, it was always with the assumption that Vesperia was the best game. And I had no reason to doubt that because I'd never played it. But it's so funny how as soon as Definitive Edition came out, that talk stopped dead. It's wild. I couldn't believe my eyes. And it's funny because, like, I had 10 years of hype of this game because I never had an Xbox 360. So I didn't play it until the Definitive Edition came out. And so I was like, there's no way it's going to live up to this hype because... sorry, I didn't realize they were talking. I don't know why I was skipping through that text.
I'll leave that answer up to her.
All right.
This sure is a surreal
My bad.
town.
Oh yeah, it is, isn't it?
So I'm like, this either has to be the greatest game I've ever played in my life, or it's going to
It's a little strange.
fail to meet expectations. And it failed to meet expectations, and I made no,
Yeah. But
I didn't hide my disappointment in my YouTube playthrough.
Yeah, but even so, I prefer Dawngrest.
That's how everyone is. Everybody prefers
But-
the place where they grew up.
It's funny because I just don't see the diehard Vesperia is obviously the #1 game anymore. I just don't see that anymore.
You too?
I mean, it has its fans for sure. There's definitely people who prefer it, and for whom it is their favorite.
Well, yeah, sure.
But you don't see the aggressive standing of it.
But if we're
like you
gonna
used
work
to.
together
At
and
least I
play
don't.
Vesperia, we'll have to decide on a single place for our home base.
We could always make someplace new, you know.
Someplace new?
Yeah, you know. Everyone thinks
I
of
almost want to
Dawngrest as
say,
the
and maybe it's
oldest
just the
city,
people I follow
but
and
it's
stuff
really
on Twitter and
Altos'
things,
city.
but I almost want to say there's more of a popularity
Like
resurgence
that,
for Abyss.
Great Vesperia could make its own city.
I almost
Great
never see
Vesperia's
anything
own
negative about Abyss
city.
anymore.
Yeah, I like
And
that
I'm wondering
idea.
if that's just because it's likely, if there were to be another
Well,
remaster,
either
I
way.
feel like Abyss is like 90% likely that it would be that.
We've got a lot of jobs as a guild
Maybe-
ahead of us
maybe we're
before
just
we can be
kinda
thinking about things like
Pre-hyping
that.
an Abyss remaster or something.
Yeah. Now that you mention it,
But
Nordopolitan
I mean, I make no
has
mistake.
most lovely city,
I
isn't
make
it?
no denial that Abyss is one of my favorites. It's one of my favorite games, just
Yeah,
outright.
If you think of it that way, Nordopolica's more of a
It's in my
good
top
city than
10
Bond,
games,
Steven.
not even just RPGs, not even Tales games. It's just top 10 games ever.
Yeah.
It's
and
like number
Bellius
8.
rules the city too.
7 or 8.
Nordopolica. Leader of a city. Duce of a guild. Wonder what sort of person Bellius is.
It's a good question. Apparently the kind of person who doesn't see anybody except on the night of the new moon, which is kind of weird. I don't know how I feel about that. Alright, so we're kind of just exploring this town because we've done all the things we need to do here, and we're just waiting for a day to recuperate.
I have nothing left to say to you.
And Duke's here, being a dick, again.
You're not gonna follow him?
What's the point? He's not gonna talk to me.
So this was a complete waste of time?
Well, I wouldn't go that far.
Apatheia?
When the air crane went berserk, Jaeger was carrying this box.
Yeah.
This box was what messed up my magic.
Yeah.
You think the Apatheia is what's causing the air crane to go out of control?
Seems a reasonable guess, I suppose.
Judging from the evidence, it could be a valid hypothesis.
So when the Blastia and Heliord was going out of control, you think there was Apatheia nearby?
Maybe.
And the air crane and cave mock too?
I don't know. It seems unlikely that, like, every time we find an air crane, it goes out of control. There has to be an Apatheia nearby. Maybe it's not the Apatheia. Maybe it's something else.
Then. Otherwise, maybe the Apatheia's been damaging the whole world's air crane little by little.
Ah.
And a large distortion just happened to appear then.
Ah, maybe.
I see.
What kind of large distortion?
It's really nothing more than a guess, but it could be right.
You don't sound very sure of yourself.
In science, you continually make hypotheses, then test them, and you get closer and closer to the truth. That's how it is. Well, okay. Maybe I can do something with this after all.
What are you gonna do now?
The next step after a hypothesis is testing it.
Okay. How are you gonna test it? Where are you gonna get another Apatheia? Oh. You got another Apatheia? One moment, please. Another moment, please. Okay, bless me. Bless me a few times. Thank you. Appreciate it. Here we go. Alright. Sorry about that. So we're just talking to everybody right now. Then we're gonna rest at the inn.
Hey, old man. You can feel free to go on ahead to Nordopolica.
Hey there, youngin'. What? You want to get rid of me so soon?
Wrong. I just wouldn't want you to miss the new moon and your chance to deliver the letter all on our account.
Honestly, I could do fine without your concern.
Rude.
Wrong again. If brave Vesperia gets in the way of Altosk's work, we'll be apologizing to the Dawn for an eternity.
Man's got a point.
What? You're too young to bother yourself with such fluff.
It's a matter of brave Vesperia being trustworthy. You see what I mean?
We've still got time left until the new moon. We'll be fine.
You sure?
Anyway, ain't about to go back through the desert and that cave myself.
I don't know, man. You seem to be having a good time of it through the desert anyway.
If I got killed by some monster on the way there, not only would the letter not get delivered, but brave Vesperia certainly wouldn't look very trustworthy to potential clients then, would they?
In that case,
Man's got a point.
collect your bones and the letter and deliver them as promised.
Oh, how kind of... Wait, hey!
Anyway, just as long as you won't go blaming me if you don't manage to deliver it on time.
No problem.
Well, we'll figure it out, I'm sure. Hey guys, who else? We got Judith, who is almost certainly at the entrance. We talked to Carol, we talked to Rita, we talked to Raven. Yeah, so it's just Judith. Judith over here, probably. Always, yep.
You're always out walking around, aren't you?
Yes, I guess I'm a pretty restless person.
That's unexpected.
You seem to have some problems staying put yourself.
I'm pretty restless myself.
That's not so unexpected, I think. Maybe it's the wanderlust coming back to me from when I used to fly around with Baul all the time.
Ah.
Yeah, back when you were wearing that weird white armor.
Yes.
Whatever happened to
Are
Baul,
you
anyway?
going to look for Pharaoh by yourself?
Nah,
Oh, then where were you planning on going?
only a walk.
Oh, I see.
Doesn't it seem like we've been meeting this way a lot recently?
Sure does.
No, must be your imagination.
If I didn't know any better, I'd say it kind of feels a little flirty. Alright, well. Let's talk to these guys. Dog. Rough. Alright. He's not much for conversation.
So you weren't able to meet Pharaoh after all.
But I learned about some very important things. The child of the full moon.
Yeah.
And the Antilochea.
But the only new thing we learned was what those words mean. As for the reason Pharaoh's trying to kill you, it seems we won't know unless we go and ask him directly.
I think it has something to do with being an insipid poison.
But you heard what he was saying.
Also,
If I go to meet Pharaoh,
I
he'll
must
just wipe me out.
insist that Pharaoh is a hater.
It looks like we'll never know the truth then.
After all this, it's like I'm being told that I should just give up.
No, no way.
Maybe...
Huh?
Maybe what I'm trying so hard to figure out isn't really that important to know at all.
Interesting. Explain.
What do you mean?
If I'd never met you, Yuri, and I just kept living my life in that castle, I would have lived without ever knowing about the Child of the Full Moon, or the Antilochea, or any of that. So maybe I could just go on living without knowing why Pharaoh wants me dead.
So you're saying you should just go back to the capital?
I think that's definitely an option.
If that's what you want to do, I won't stop you.
I don't get the sense that's what she wants to do.
Yuri,
Our contract with you is null and void at this point, after all.
that's true.
It's just, I don't really like hypothetical situations. They're not real life, and I'm not too good at pretending to forget things that I already know. If you can do that, then I don't have any problem with it. But can you really?
We've learned over the course of the game so far that Estelle can't just let things go.
Then I can't do that either.
No. No, you can't.
But I have no idea what I should do in this sort of situation.
You want to know the truth, but you don't know what to do.
We do a lot of floundering in this game, it seems.
That'd be a good summary of your situation, right?
Yes.
Gotcha.
Good talk. Good talk. Hey, Patty. You in here? I know you're in here. Because I saw you in here earlier. Hello there, Patty. I would always like a skewer.
Is it any good?
Why don't you try it out? It's my grandfather's secret recipe.
Uh-huh.
What? But didn't you say you had amnesia?
I know everything there is
Not
to
for
know
skewers.
about Ifrid. I traveled all over researching about him after all. That's how I figured out Ifrid was the one who told me my name was Patty.
Ifrid told you your name?
That's my oldest memory.
Huh.
Just remembering that fond look makes me feel all warm inside. I don't know whether he's really my grandfather or not, but I feel that he was such an important person to me that I can't help but think that's who he is.
I see. Still, it might have been smarter to keep that to yourself.
But
You're used to it, huh?
I don't let small stuff like that bother me.
Crying get you nowhere, was it? But
Yeah.
even if you understand that in your head, your emotions aren't necessarily gonna listen.
I'm more patient than a camouflaged stone flounder sitting still in a field of stones.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah? But your info broker turned his back on you too.
What a
It's
character.
nothing. Things will work out. Tomorrow is another day. What will be, will be. In any case, you need to eat up if you want to cheer up.
Yeah. Good point.
This is good.
Didn't I tell ya?
There you go. Title get. All right, I think we've talked to everybody, so let's go ahead and do a little save. Stay at the inn. And then we shall continue, I suppose. Please come again. All right. Hey guys, y'all out here? There we are.
Glad you could make it.
I could make it.
Sorry to keep you waiting. You'll be heading back too, right?
Yes. Thanks to your help, we've recovered our strength. We were thinking we'd cross the desert with you all. That is, if you don't mind.
Certainly don't mind.
Just make sure you don't go wandering off.
How about us? What's our plan after this?
I don't know, man. We gotta get a new contract, or else we're gonna be broke.
I'm headed for the Air Crane and the Wizened of Kados.
Yeah.
But I am curious about the Entelikeia, too.
I have the honored task of delivering this letter here to Bellius.
I'd like to meet Bellius once myself. I mean, seriously, the Duce.
The Duce.
I want to see just what kind of person the leader of the only guild to rival Altosk really is.
Bellius?
Yeah. Bellius is the Duce of Palestrale, which governs Nordopolica. She's the most important person there.
You're friends with someone that amazing, Carol?
Huh?
I'm friends with a lot of people who are amazing.
Well,
What are you talking about, Patty?
It's Nordopolica for me too.
Look at all these amazing people.
Let's see what Flynn has to say about those knights in Mantake. That's assuming he's still in Nordopolica, of course.
I want to know why the Antilochaea hate the child of the full moon, which means I have to meet Pharaoh.
But there's gotta be another way that doesn't involve Pharaoh.
Right. Besides, walking around in the desert just looking for him wouldn't be easy.
Why don't we all head for Nordopolica then? You're only looking to find out the reason you were attacked by the Antilochaea, correct?
Yeah? It's about right.
I imagine Bellius could tell you if you met with her.
Why? Because of the connection between the Entelikeia and the Colosseum?
Seems reasonable.
I do remember Jaeger mumbling something about the Entelikeia of Nordopolica.
Yeah.
If we can believe anything he told us.
Well, we'll pass through the Wizened of Kados on the way to see Bellius. Good enough?
True enough. Alright then, Nordopolica it is.
right. First, let's get back to Mantake.
What about Patty?
Alright, guys, we got a game plan.
If I remember correctly, there were some people in Nordopolica who didn't think too highly of Patty. I'll be fine, as long as I don't run into any of them. As soon as I'm out in the open sea, everything will be okay.
Then, will you come with us?
Aye, that I will.
Alright, we got Patty. What's up, Estelle?
Didn't Bellius only meet with people on the night of the new moon?
Yeah. That's kinda
we'll have
weird.
to get a move on if we're going to see her. I'll kick myself if we miss the new moon and have to wait another month.
Aight. Got the game plan. Let's do this.
Jorgen and Mantic are totally different. It's much cooler here. Maybe it's the ocean.
The ocean is very nice, yeah? It's a beautiful place, too.
But it seems boring. I wonder what the folks here do for fun.
I kind of like it. This kind of calm, quiet village suits me. I can't stand loud people.
Oh, that's gotta hurt, old man.
She was
Fucking
talking
got him.
about the town, not about me.
Maybe.
Do you really hate me that much?
Alright, so. Back through the desert, huh? This is what we're gonna do? We're doing this, we're going back into the fucking desert. Oh boy. Alright, so I don't know if there's any new enemies around here. Probably not. See if there's anything that we can find out here, any kind of like... So there's the ocean, which is kind of cool. No. Don't see any, like, spots to scoop up any materials. What's this? Don't know what that is. Don't know what that is. Alright. Well. Doesn't seem like there's much to find here. So that's cool. Back to the desert we go. Enter the desert. Alright, I think I may have missed a treasure chest or two. Part of me doesn't really care. I don't know, man. Oh, hey. It's all these enemies.
Sorry if I hurt you.
It's fine. We'll need the levels at some point, right? Might as well. Just fight him. Yeah, got him. Ow. Ow, 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 stop. So in other news, I finally did it. Finished. Trails into Reverie. And I'm free.
Wow, the days just fly
I've
by.
finally been
What's
set
with
free.
you all of a sudden?
Oh, I've just been thinking about how strong we've grown without
Wild.
even realizing it. That's because we have terrible luck.
What does getting stronger have to do with having bad luck?
We keep
been
running
like
into one mess after another.
almost
The
a full
Empire,
year
the guilds,
since I started
everybody
playing the
hates
series.
us. So all this bad luck made us fight.
That's
and
10
so
games in
we
like
got
11
stronger.
months,
Is that really luck?
which is
All right,
nuts.
Gerald. As we travel,
Considering
the
how long
winds
those
of luck
games
are
are.
little by little turning in our favor.
Exactly. Luck just flies by too, like the wind.
Yuri, you're kind of missing the point.
But I'm free. I'm free until the next one comes out. Which certainly... Oh, I don't even have a meter anymore. Huh. I guess I just don't need water anymore. That's handy. So I can just like wander this place now without having to worry about like finding cactuses. Finding little whiskey cactuses. So that's kind of okay. I don't mind that, but I also don't really feel like getting lost out here. Just to see if there might be other treasure chests I may have missed. I don't know. But yeah, so I don't know. I'm sure people who follow the news closer than I do would have a better idea, but I have no idea what the timeline for the next game coming out is. I know they're doing like Ys 9 is like really soon. So that's the next big thing. And I know NIS America has like other games in the pipeline too, like Disgaea and stuff like that. So I'm not sure like what the deal is. I don't know where in the timeline the next Trails game is gonna fit. I'd like to think it would be within a year or so, just for my own sake. Gives me some time to recover. and also means that we don't have to wait super long for the next one. But who knows? I don't have any intention of like playing fan patches or anything. Number one, I got enough stuff to play. I don't need that headache. And number two, I'm just gonna wait. Also, I don't really have a gaming PC. I have a gaming laptop, and I feel like PS3 era is probably where I draw the line with how far I want to push that system.
Is there a problem?
I'll die if I can't take a shower once a day. And in a dry old
It clearly can stream, or it can emulate
Rita, you have to do something.
3DS and PS2
Idiot.
because I've done those on stream.
It's not like she's a flower.
But
Going without a shower won't kill you. It's been 10 days since I last
I don't know,
showered, actually.
PS5 level game.
It's been that long? I'd be on my deathbed if I were you.
I don't think I can handle
I
it.
sense a faint but pleasant scent coming from you, Rita.
I've got it. Rita's not a flower. She's a prickly cactus.
Hey! What's wrong with being a prickly cactus? Hey, man. Oh. What's this? Okay. Free shit. I'll take it. So there's that. And then the other thing I want to do at some point in the not too distant future is I would like to
It's so hot.
play Tales of Hearts R, which I believe I can do now. I believe I have
Whatever.
PS Vita emulator
just
set up properly
Really hot.
and all of that. So
Are you
that's
saying
something
I
I'm
should
going to play on my
stop?
own. If I enjoy it
Guess we're
enough,
saying it'd be real
that certainly
nice
could
if
be
you
something
would.
I stream.
I won't stop.
Huh?
I
Not
won't
going to stream a
stop.
first
I
playthrough
like
of it, though.
Aren't you hot too?
I don't
Come
do
on.
that.
I'm hot,
That's
but
not the Whiskey
using
Cactus
magic
way,
makes
not
me
anymore.
feel so good that I forget all about being hot, all right?
Oh, Rita's nuts.
Fucking Rita, Jesus Christ. Get her out of this desert. I have been told that the original Tales of Hearts is a completely, maybe not completely, but a notably different experience from Hearts R. I don't know if a patch of that exists. I know it doesn't exist in English, just with an official release. So that's something to look into. And then I also know that, at least I'm fairly certain I saw that Innocence R had a fan patch. I know Rebirth was in the works. I think that's been held up. I don't know about Destiny 2. Those are the only mainline Tales games I haven't played. So that would be pretty sweet. Yeah.
So, yeah.
It's just weird being done Trails. Because it's just been my reality for months and months and months.
Let's eliminate them.
Almost don't even know what to do with myself. I'm lying, I know exactly what to do with myself. It's called play Fire Emblem Three Houses again. That's what it is. I'm doing that, by the way. I'm doing a maddening run of Badger Moon. Just started it this weekend. It's going well. Yikes. One of these days I might stream a maddening run of Three Houses. I've successfully completed a
Can a clear seal crystal
golden
really
deer
be used to make a
run.
barrier?
If
So I
they
could definitely
and
stream
we had enough,
that.
we'd be able to make as
In the
many
process
barriers
of
as we
doing
wanted.
Then even areas that
Blue
suffer
Lions one
frequent
now.
monster attacks could be assured safety.
So that would be
Yeah,
swell.
But if it were possible, wouldn't something like that have
I
happened
don't know if
by
I'm
now?
brave enough to try
Maybe
Silver
it's
Snow.
best not to get our hopes up about it then.
That one's scary.
I see.
All
That
I'm
final
doing
map
is
is so scary.
speculating on the most probable outcome.
Actually, I think that's what being a realist means.
Alright. Get me out of this fucking desert.
Get ready. I'm taking you down.
Ow, 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 ow. I feel like it would be hard to justify streaming another Three Houses playthrough, though, when I have all these Trails games. Not that I'm, like, dedicating myself to streaming all the Trails games, but, like...
Let's go.
I feel like the slot of long RPG is going to be filled by Tales and Trails for the near future. Where the fuck is the exit? How do I get out of here? I hate this place with every fiber of my being. I see you over there, big bug dude. One of these days I'll probably take you out. I don't know. I don't know when. I don't know what, like, how hard you are. I'm scared to go find out. We had so much trouble with that dude in the Wizened of Kados. He used, like, all my items. Ow.
Oh, brilliant angels, grant us your favor.
Ow. You're wrecked.
You got anything up there?
Level up for Stell, we take those. Alright. Get a lot of skits, man.
There's an air of mystery about him. He's a real man.
Patty prefers masculine fellas, I see.
Patty needs to rein it in a little bit.
Would it have killed him to listen to us a little?
Maybe he was caught off guard. We did just kind of show up out of nowhere.
Did one of us say anything rude to him?
Probably you, Rita. Ow! Ow! Hey, no hitting!
I wonder if he's always lived here in Jormungand.
Who knows? I didn't get the feeling he'd been here all that long, though.
Duke is pretty weird, but this whole town is pretty weird too.
It is weird, but you can live a quiet, comfortable life here.
Yeah. There you go. God damn it.
Get ready. I'm taking you down.
I need this stream to not just be me wandering the desert. Because that was last stream. Last stream was just me wandering the desert for 2.5 hours. We cannot do that again. We need to make actual progress. I mean it. So I've said before, the plan is ideally to finish this right around the time of September 13th, which is fast approaching. That's an ask, honestly.
Have a skewer. That looks quite tasty.
Boiled eggs are the best part.
Nonsense! Daikon is the centerpiece, Patty. Daikon!
Hold up now.
That's unexpected. Usually you're happy with anything you can chew through, Rita.
That's just how good skewers are. But both Rita and the old man are wrong.
You tell him.
Where are they mistaken? The true star of skewers is
There you go.
fish cakes, especially the white ones.
Fish cakes. You heard it here.
Is it? And repeat agrees. Well, I don't mind as long as it's tasty.
There you go. I would like to not have to fight 100 enemies at once, please. Can I just get out of the desert? Just get me out of this fucking desert. Stay away, stay away, stay away, stay away, stay away. Yeah, I'm aware that I could use holy bottles. Alright. Halfway through. The fuck is this? Oh. Is that salvation? Is that salvation? Can I do that up here? Or is that just... Hold up. I'm afraid that this is going to take me back to the end. No. I feel like that's going to take me further in that way. I don't want to go that way. I want to go this way. So we're going to go this way. I don't remember this one being nearly as awful. Should just be able to go straight down.
We'll destroy them in no time.
I'm hoping. Could be wrong. But, yeah, ideally, let me see. Today's the 21st. That's 2 streams. Then I got the 28th. That's 2 more streams. That's 10, 11, 12, 13. 14, 15, 16, 17. That's 17 streams. Plus 1 more for extra streams. So 18 total streams for the end of the game. Does that work? Is that reasonable? Oh, hello. Sweet. That's the kind of thing I don't want to fucking miss, honestly. Because that could have important skills attached to it.
You'll be gone soon enough.
18 streams for the whole game? That sounds reasonable. Most Tales games have been like anywhere from 15 to 20 streams. 18 feels right smack in the middle. Especially considering we're doing extra stuff. Like side quests and shit. I think we can pull that off. And if it goes like 1 week later, that's not a big deal. I think the timing will work out. And then September 13th drops the Pokemon Scarlet and Violet DLC. First wave. So then we do that. That should not take us very long, I would think. Probably maybe a week or 2. Then the plan... probably for the rest of the year. We're talking like beginning of October. Yeah. Trail in the Sky, second chapter. I'm really excited to replay that game, knowing everything through Reverie now. It will be very interesting to see what little tidbits I can pick up. Plus, also, that's my favorite Trails game, so... that's gonna be a joy. Fuck. Get out of this place. Okay. Are we? I think we are. I think we're finally free. Ah, it's over. It's over. We made it. Now we're back to Mantake.
Whew, we're finally here. I've seen enough sand to last me a lifetime.
I know, right?
You're telling me.
Look, there are people outside the town.
Wonder if that means the curfew's been lifted.
Oh, hey, it's Cumore.
Cumore!
Fuck's he doing here?
Easy now. Haste makes waste.
Sure does.
Indeed. We need to be cautious here and see what's going on.
Hurry, hurry, all aboard. Let's all enjoy a nice little tour of the desert, shall we?
That sounds awful.
But while we're gone, the children... I promise riches to anyone who can bring me the remains of that giant winged monster. Then your children will be able to live in the lap of luxury. Please, don't make us go!
You're the same guy that promised riches to the people who you have basically made into slaves at Hilliard, huh?
Stop
You seem to
your
do that a lot.
whining. I told you vermin to get aboard.
You know who else kind of did that a lot? Rago. Rago sucked too.
Now get moving this instant.
That's just how we were sent into the desert.
Why don't they get on board themselves?
Because they must know just how dangerous this desert is, just like what happened to us.
The giant winged monster must be Pharaoh.
Yeah, but what's he want to capture Pharaoh so bad for?
It's a good question.
Well, what are we gonna do? We can't just stand by and watch, can we?
I don't think it's a good idea to go right now.
I'm afraid that idiot isn't gonna listen to anything a princess would say.
Then what should we do?
Carol, come here a sec.
What? Yeah, I could do that, but I'd need tools. Wait, you mean...
Yes, perhaps this will help.
How convenient.
What is Carol up to? With a wrench. Kid's got a wrench.
You guys better bail me out if this goes bad.
Nah. Oh my god.
So you did pick that up?
Well, it was just lying there. I thought it might be useful.
Whatever.
What's he doing?
Now about all we can do is leave it up to the kid.
What is it with these commoners? They're slower than slugs. Get aboard, damn you!
It's really fucking hot out, Cumore.
Sir Cumore, everyone is aboard.
Jeez.
Everyone except yourself.
What? Me?
Those who do their jobs slowly will never learn without punishment.
Sir Cumore, please, I beg of you. I have a wife and daughter.
If you'd like to stay here, I'm sure I could arrange for them to go in your place.
Look at Estelle.
Now be gone with you.
Carol.
Yeah.
Don't worry. That young man is very capable.
He'll be fine. He's got her binoculars.
What's going on? Who was it that readied this coach? Fix the blasted coach. I will find out who's responsible for this.
Yeah, what are you gonna do about it? What are you gonna do about it, buddy?
To the little runt.
You did it.
My heart was pounding like a drum.
This won't do anything more than buy us some time, though.
I think it's about all we can do at the moment.
We're still in the middle of our journey after all.
Yeah, Cat and Carol would start crying if we tried to tackle the knights head on.
How about we make ourselves scarce before people start getting too curious?
I suppose we'll be on our way then.
Yeah, I'm sure your kids will be so happy to see you. But there won't always be someone around to save you.
Thank you again for all your help.
We did a good thing.
Guess we should lay low at the inn for
I
a
guess.
while.
Alright, so we're going to the inn, huh?
Using your power to terrorize people. There's not a soul in the lower quarter that evil. You've gone too far this time, Cumore.
Cumore fucking sucks, huh? Man, fuck Cumore. Let's explore. What's going on down here? Anything? Anything interesting? I like this. I love this spot here. Not seeing anything. Anything over here? You guys? What's up, you guys? Good, how's it going? Oh, it's you. Yay. Thank you for saving our mommy and daddy. Aw, shucks, kids. Weren't nothing. What are you getting all bashful for, old man? After all, we even got a reward for helping them. Oh, what's the matter? Hey, it's you. Thanks so much for your help back there. Thanks to you, our children have someone to take care of them again. No, really, we hardly did anything. No, it's thanks to all of the precious water you shared with us that we're here today. Doubt this is really enough to thank you for all you've done, but... Got an hourglass. That's not bad. Thank you. It's the least we could do. Thank you. Swell. Here you go. Huh? This is important to you, right? You can have it back. But... Don't worry, your mom and dad already gave us something to thank us for helping them. We couldn't take your reward too. That would be greedy. Okay. See you later, okay? And we handed back the glass marble. Nicely done.
We made it out of the desert without getting lost.
We didn't bump into that strange monster either.
No, we
The
got
tracks
lost.
in the desert had to be that creature's doing.
I've never heard of a monster with that sort of ability.
As I recall, when the creature vanished, a feather fell from the sky.
A pharaoh's feather?
Do you think there might be some connection?
Perhaps it was a talisman to keep us on the right path.
The feather was there. Getting lost could be related to the pharaoh after all.
Well. Alright. Fortune's Market. Anything to synthesize now? Anything new to synthesize? I don't know. Stinger. She's got that equipped, okay. Have to wait until she masters that before we do that. We have that, okay. Have that. Don't have that. The Spine Ripper, I think... I don't know if everybody's learned those things yet. We have a Flamberge. This seems new. This seems new. Magic 2, Elemental. That feels like it's more important for Carol. So let's go with that. Executioner, we have that. Alright. War Harpoon. She has learned everything from the War Harpoon, so we can upgrade the War Harpoon. Strength 2 HP recovery seems pretty useful for Judith. That's new. Oh, the Executioner, we need it though. We need to learn the stuff off of it first. Alright, so we hold off on those. I don't know if he's learned everything off of the thing yet. I don't know, man. I'm just making shit up as I go. Perfect Green. I don't know if she's learned everything off the Perfect Green yet. Ugh. I don't know. I'll have to double check. I'll have to scroll through the actual items. You can make this. This is something... Oh, we do have that already. Never mind. I don't know. I don't know, bro. I have to go through my items and make sure I know which ones we've learned everything off of first. Before we turn it into materials and upgrade it into something else. The important thing is, when we see something that has special, we get it immediately.
Oh, you've returned safe from... Welcome back.
Looks like they've still got guards watching him.
You must be tired. Please enjoy your stay.
Certainly will. Thank you, sir.
That Cumore punk is really a lousy guy.
Why are there so many lousy guys in the world?
Well...
It's probably some kind of disease.
It's gotta be the disease they call stupidity.
So you do catch on. I bet you're right.
I wonder why they're trying to capture Pharaoh.
That's an important question.
I don't know, but at this rate, they're gonna send all of the adults in the town out into the desert.
That feels like it would not be good for the town, and also it doesn't make sense, because, like, how are you going to tax the town and get your tax dollars and stuff if there's nobody alive to pay the taxes?
And once the adults are gone, it might be the children's turn next.
Well, that just doesn't even make any kind of sense whatsoever.
No, that can't happen.
That can't happen.
If I just spoke to him as a representative of the Imperial family.
Are you forgetting what happened in Heliord?
Yeah, Estelle. He didn't care that you were the princess at all.
This is true.
He's not the kind of person who'll reasonably listen to the words of a princess.
Whatever happened to the talk of going to Nordopolica?
So should we help the townspeople, or should we help ourselves?
Rita.
Don't you want to know what the Entelekea is thinking? If so, you should put this whole business with Cumore out of your mind for the time being.
Well, I don't know. Is Pharaoh going anywhere?
It's a strange feeling to be agreeing with you, but I think we should focus on meeting Bellius for now.
Oh, right. We do have a timer. That is an important, yeah. Important to remember.
Even if
New
we
moon.
captured Cumore, we wouldn't have the authority to try him for his crimes.
No, we wouldn't, would we?
If we can't do anything about him, we should focus on what we actually can do.
What a hopeless situation.
Flynn were here.
If only Flynn were here. And what's Flynn gonna do, Estelle? What is Flynn gonna do? Abiding by the law, Flynn. Law-abiding Flynn.
Flynn? But where is he?
I wish I knew. Guess we can't kill two birds with one stone, huh?
I'm sorry, Estelle. We don't mean to be ganging up on you. It disgusts me too. To imagine that jerk snoring all nice and cozy in his bed right now.
Mm-hmm.
But
Rita, I understand.
Lock up a guy like that, and as soon as he's released, he'll just end up doing the same thing again.
Yeah.
Yep, you know what they say. The only cure for stupidity is death.
Okay. Okay, Raven, I appreciate what you're kind of trying to go for there, but that is very close to eugenics.
The only cure for stupidity is death.
That's not the lesson to take from that, Yuri. Don't do it. I mean, I know what you're gonna do and whatever, but we don't kill stupid people to make the population not stupid anymore. That is eugenics. Criminy. What you thinking about, Yuri? Yep. Time for Batman again.
Play by my own rules.
Time for Batman again. We Batmaning. Parted with everyone. Dude isn't even sleeping under the covers. Well, I mean, to be fair, he's in the desert. It's really fucking hot.
No. Yuri, it's you.
Sure is. What's up, buddy? Remember me?
What are you doing here? Someone come quick. You would cross swords with a noble?
You're so powerful, aren't you? What would you even be afraid of?
Very well. I accept your challenge.
You're a little shaky there, buddy.
No. How could this?
You talk too much, Cumore. The time's come for you to make your exit.
Do you have any idea the trouble you're in for even pointing that thing at me?
What are you gonna do about it? What are you gonna do about it? Do something. That's not an ideal place to get backed into.
I'm not the one to blame. I've just been following orders. I had no choice.
Yeah? It's always a choice, motherfucker.
Then don't hate me. Hate whoever gave you your orders.
Wait, how about this? I could use my authority to pardon all of your crimes. A fresh start. I may even be able to have you reinstated as a knight.
Yeah, I don't want to be a knight anymore.
I have no shortage of money. With enough money, I'm sure I could satisfy your every wish. Go ahead. Tell me what it is you want.
There's only one thing I want from you.
And what might that... No, stop! Stay back! Don't come any closer, you beast! I am Cumore, the captain of the Imperial Knights, the man destined to become Commandant!
I don't think you're destined to become Commandant, my dude. Yep. Yeah.
I beg you, spare my life.
There is a rope right there. I could toss you the rope. I could.
Please, no. Not like this. I don't want to go like this.
Tell me, how many times have you heard those very words?
Hey, Flynn, what's up?
My people have taken control of things here. The residents of this town won't suffer any longer.
No, they won't, will they?
That ought to put you one step closer to your next promotion. I'm heading back to the others.
Yuri, we need to talk later.
I know.
I'll be waiting. Down at the lake.
What do you want to talk about, Flynn? I'm curious. What do you want to talk about? Ooh, fireworks. Ah. Flynn has taken over the town with his knights. The bad knights have been ousted, and now the good knights are here to be knighting over this town. So, there's still knights all over the town.
Who'd have guessed this town could ever be this lively?
So if I'm the people of the town, you know, we just got all the knights that were watching the town are now gone, and now there's knights watching the town. Almost feels like meet the new boss, same as the old boss.
Yes, it's a great relief.
Maybe we just don't have fucking knights watching the town all the time.
I'm still in shock that Flynn actually came.
How about actual liberation?
That was amazing timing.
But Cumore might just cause more pain somewhere else.
Nah, we've just replaced all the bad cops with the good cops.
You watch. Flynn will have that guy behind bars in no time. Right, Yuri?
Yep, I bet.
Yeah.
Yuri?
Yeah. What's going on, Raven? You good?
Raven, you're gonna catch a cold.
He wore himself out playing with all the children. You'd think he was 12 years old.
Yeah, I bet.
Welcome back.
What's up, Rita?
They're still going out there. I can't keep up with them.
What happened to Patty?
She's still dancing. I really don't get kids.
I saw you having a good time, though. You're an awesome dancer, Rita.
You're gonna get smacked. You're gonna get
Shut
smacked.
up.
Here we go. There it is. Yep. Just
Huh?
don't
The
don't
old man's
say
asleep
things to
already?
Rita, Carol.
That was quick. Yuri?
What's up, Yuri?
Just gonna go have a word with Flynn. I'll be back.
Flynn wants to talk. Okay. Let's go talk to Flynn. Let's have an interesting conversation. You good, buddy? Drank too much milk. This man drank too much milk, and by milk, he means rum chata. He means Bailey's Irish Cream.
Why don't you have a seat?
Nah, I think I'll stand. No? Okay, I'll sit. But I'll
You
face
said we needed to talk.
opposite direction of you. For symbolic reasons.
Tell me, why did you kill Cumore? You know it's not our place to pass sentence on the crimes of others.
No, it's not your place as a cop. Even though you cops do that all the time anyway. It's not your place. But I am not one of you guys, right? As you so thoroughly remind me.
He was to be punished in accordance with the laws.
Yeah, how'd that work out for Rago?
And just what laws do you think would have punished him? The same laws that failed to punish Rago? Give me a break.
Flynn's just like, oh. Oh, really? You did that one too?
Yuri, you...
The laws have always been the tools of whoever happens to hold all the chips.
There you go, man. Scream it. Scream it from the rooftops, Yuri.
Just saying that doesn't make it right for individuals to judge right from wrong, or for you to operate your own private court of law.
You're right. That is correct.
If the laws are at fault, then fixing those laws comes first.
Yeah. How you gonna fix the laws, Flynn?
It's for that very reason that I'm still with the Imperial Knights.
Mm-hmm. Well, maybe this will light a fire under your ass to get those laws fixed. Maybe. If you don't want more of this, then you should fix the laws. Redacted. Maybe redacted.
But you can't deny that lives were saved because those bastards were put down. You'd rather tell those people,
dude, I wish this
"Sorry you
story
had to
stayed
die
this
today.
fucking good.
I promise we'll change things soon."
Man, we are at the peak of where this story is. This story does not get better. Oh. Man. I wish. What could have been.
They're out there, you know. People so bad, they'll just go on hurting others. What can the average person do but be victimized by people like that? You know it was the same way with our people in the lower quarter.
Even so, Yuri, what you're doing isn't right. Do you intend to rain your justice down on all the villains of the world?
Ready? Ready for the line? You guys ready? Here it comes. It's the line.
That's the behavior of a common criminal.
I recognize it for what it is, and I've made my choices. Murder is a crime.
And even knowing that, you intend to dirty your hands.
Intend to? I already have.
There it is. There it is. That's the line. I think that's his magic Carta quote too, right? In Grace's F.
So this is the path you've chosen.
Don't make me repeat myself.
I won't. But it seems you don't yet understand the full weight of your choices. As a knight, I cannot overlook your crimes.
Captain, I finally found you.
Oh, this chick again. What's up, Sodia?
What is it?
Our barricade of Nordopolica has been completed. Also, it appears that the hunting blades are on the move. Sir, we must go to Nordopolica quickly. Captain.
Understood.
Sir.
Yuri? I know you better than anyone alive, Yuri. If you insist on walking down the path of a criminal.
Yeah, what you gonna do about it?
Oh, wait. Repeat!
Oh.
Yuri.
Yeah. Doing a little bit of eavesdropping, huh? Why'd you bring the dog?
You heard it all?
I'm sorry.
Are you afraid of me, Estelle? If you are, you can quit right here. Join Flynn and go back to the castle.
I'm not going back.
Hey.
It's true the things you've done are against the law.
Oh, entering a blocked scene. Sorry, you can't see this. It's being blocked. The recording has been blocked.
But I'm confused. It's also true that your actions saved the lives of others.
Yeah, it's very morally gray, isn't it?
You never know. Someday I might turn my blade on you.
Oh, that's ominous.
You'd never do something like that without a reason. If you ever end up pointing your sword at me, I'm sure I will have done something to deserve it.
Maybe, maybe not, though. Maybe I'm just a bad person.
If you're going to go with Flynn, now's your chance. You seem like he was in a hurry.
No. I'm gonna continue on this journey with you. It's what I want. Traveling with you, I know I'll find the right path for myself, too. So what I'm thinking is... here's to the road ahead.
Thanks.
Oh, no, that scene didn't seem that spoilery.
Oh, I haven't sawed logs like that for a good long while.
Yeah, it's called oversleeping.
We're ready to hit the road, so get that sleep out of your eyes.
Hey, old man, your eyes are all droopy.
What? That's not good.
Jeez.
heights than before.
Yeah, Flynn and his crew went back to Nordopolica.
That must mean they were traveling by
Well,
now.
I guess we're going back to Nordopolica also, right? Because it's almost the new moon.
Was there some emergency they had to deal with?
They wanted to eat some fish, so they went back to Nordopolica.
Oh, come on, Patty. They're not like you. Maybe they had to take care of the monsters from the Colosseum.
I'll bet Palestrale requested the help of the knights.
Could be.
We'll have to wait and see.
Hmm?
Well, it's just that Flynn said something about a barricade.
Barricade? What could that mean? Are they out to arrest Bellius for what happened in the Great War?
I don't know.
I can't imagine that Palestrale would be outmaneuvered that easily by the knights.
I get the feeling this is gonna get messy.
Maybe we should think twice about heading back to Nordopolica for now.
But the new moon's almost here. If we miss this chance, who knows when we might meet Bellius again?
If I can't go to
Probably at the next new moon.
I can't get on a ship.
I mean, aside from the new moon, like, do we have a timer on our screen? Like, is there actually, like, where are we going?
If I don't get on a ship, I won't be able to find the Maristella or recover my memory.
That's all well and good. I'm just not in a hurry to get tangled up with that armor-wearing bunch.
Me neither.
We'll just have to be careful, like always. No use panicking about it.
Don't forget, I want to take a look at the air crane and Kados.
Don't worry, I haven't forgotten. All right, let's head out.
Alright, let's head out, except not.
Things are bound to
Psych.
improve here in Mantake, now that Flynn
We got
liberated
side
the
quests.
They did allow the ringleader to escape, though.
Town. Cumore? Flynn will catch him in no time, right, Yuri?
Oh yeah, sure he will.
Is something wrong? He looked troubled.
Estelle's not her usual perky self either.
That's not true. I'm as happy as you all are that Mantake's been freed.
If you say so.
She's just feeling weird about it now. Because she knows. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Kill you dead, baby. Yeah, so dead. Hey, I'm just kidding. Just imitating Mr. Fu, see? Dude in a weird costume standing next to a pit in the desert? I don't know, man. Makes me think of things. Makes me remember Tales of the Abyss. Makes me remember that guy I would give stuff to and he'd throw it in the fucking hole. Do I need to stay at the end to trigger stuff? I'm not sure if I do. I might. Might need to. Oh, no, I can just do it right here. Hey, Carol. What's up, Yuri? Finished Estelle's request. Shouldn't Brave Vesperia start looking for other jobs? Yeah, you're right. I wonder what we should do. We could get a job in Dongrest if we were members of the Union. Hey, kid, didn't you know? The Union will throw you work even if you don't join them. They take a cut, but... Really? Really? Well, it'll take us some time to return to Dongrest from here. If we can find a Union's outpost staff around, we might be able to get a job. Then why not look for them? Judith, you coming? Well, she's part of the guild. Woof. But what should we do about Pharaoh? If this is something we need to do as a guild, I don't mind. Thank you, Estelle. Okay, let's go. Swell.
Your friend is quite talented, considering the ease with which he saved Mantake.
Who, Flynn? That was nothing for him.
You know him really well, don't you, Yuri?
Well, we've hung around together since we were kids.
You don't hang around together much anymore, though.
Yuri?
Yeah. It's getting weird, isn't it? It's getting kind of weird. Things are getting weird. Irreparable relationship damage. Thank you, Mr. and Mrs. You're so happy now. It sure is. When it's not being oppressed. What's up, buddy? Hey. Hey there, Raven. Your friend there, that's the little guild hopper, right? The name's Carol. I'm a member of a guild called Brave Vesperia now. Oh, Brave Vesperia, huh? So what business does your guild have with us? Is this the Union outpost? Yeah, looking for a job? Well, let's see. This is about all I've got at the moment. I request transportation for my goods. You, Saren. What's this supposed to mean? There's no detailed information here. Well, it is the Union. They're probably all going to be pretty standard jobs. Should be just about right for one of your first jobs. Pays 4,200 gold. Hold on a sec. Brave Vesperia isn't a member of the Union now. Huh? You're unaffiliated. Okay, so with the 30% finder's fee, that we could have just not said anything. Brings your take down to 3,000 gold. What do you think? You want it? Yeah. Man, 30%. You could have just kept quiet, Raven. That's just the way it works. It'd be worse if they found out later. It's fine. I mean, we're already here, right? Let's do it, Carol. Alright, now go talk to the client. They'll fill you in on all the details of the job. Use the guy who usually hangs around the bridge near the entrance of town. Alright. Let's go and talk to him. Doot, 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 doot. Doot, doot, doot. You the guy? Are you Mr. Saren? Yes, I'm you, Saren. Are you from the Union? Yeah, we're a guild, Brave Vesperia. Haven't heard of you. Don't worry, we can handle it. You need people to deliver some stuff, right? Yes, I'd like someone to take a book to an old friend of mine. A book? Yes, quite an important one. It's a book that holds many memories for us. We'll make sure to take good care of it. Please don't lose it. If that should happen, I'll have you pay compensation for the last item through the Union. Carol said don't worry, right? So don't worry. And who might this friend of yours be? His name is Nobus Celestial. What the fuck kind of name is that, man? He's currently traveling, so I don't exactly know where he is. I think he's probably in one of the cities on Tolbikia or Desier. Please take this crest. If you carry this with you, he should recognize it and call out to you himself. Fiery soul in a sea of flames. You'll know it's Nobus if he says this to you. Okay, got it. We accept this task in the name of the brightest star in the night sky, Brave Vesperia. Thank you for your help. Schwell. What was that thing you said at the end there? It sounded like a magic spell. It's an oath for taking a new job. It's proof you accept the client's request. Interesting. Alright, let's go look for Nobus. Bark. Sweet. Do you do something, though? Yeah. Who are you? Ding dong, I'm Cowls. You can call me KZ for short. Nice to meet you. KZ, don't you think Cowls is plenty short enough? No need to be so sassy, Flatty Mitch. Ooh, you gonna get smacked. Flatty McChesterton. I like the cut of your jib, KZ. I'm surrounded by idiots. What's the point of having big boobs anyway? They just get in the way. I guess. So what are you doing in a place like this anyway? Good question. I guess you could say I'm helping out with some chores. Oh, that's so nice of you to help your mother with the chores. My mother? You crazy? Who said anything about that? I'm helping out the Ant-Lion Man. Oh. It's coming back to me. Is Ant-Lion Man the name of a friend of yours or something? Yepperoo. Something like that, Miss Bouncy Bouncy. Bouncy. Anyway, can you let me borrow an apple gel? If you do, I'll show you what I mean. Alright. You gonna throw it in the hole? You're gonna throw it in the fucking hole, aren't you? Round and around we go. Where we stop, only I know. Oh shit, it's the guy. It's the fucking guy. He came all the way from Cassidonia. Ooh, thank you. The heck was that? That's my friend, the Ant-Lion Man. You can call him A to the L for short. At a loss. So he took that apple gel, huh? Think so. I was too flabbergasted by all this weirdness to really notice. Yo, give that apple gel back, you. Give it back? Don't be so heartless, Flatty. I just have to take this instead. Here. I got milk. Fresh squeezed from the udders. Well. Okay. Just gonna buy another apple gel. Also, apparently Bryce Harper just hit an inside the park home run, and I didn't get to see it because I'm here with you guys. And that's fine. That's fine. It is fine. It is okay. Alright, I'm gonna buy another spine ripper. I'm also gonna buy all these. So we're getting more stuff that I don't have. Do have that. She's got that equipped. Alright. What can we synthesize? Anything important? Okay. So that's the only thing we can get that would be good. But I don't have Desi Iron Sand. I thought I did have that. We've already looked at this list. We've looked at this list a bunch of times. But I did just get another spine ripper, so we can make one of these. No problem. Cool. One thing I do want to double check, though, is armor and stuff. I haven't, like, re-armored my people in a while. So, we have this for Estelle. That for Rita. And that for the dog. And then helmets. Get 3 of them. Get 1 of them. Oh, I'm out of money. How'd I run out of money? Where'd all my money go? Alright, hold up. Shit. Wait. Alright, so here's the plan. Oops. We're gonna... Wait, did I not? Yeah. Fuck. What do you got? That's not very good. Alright, cool. We can probably sell all of the equipment that I just took off everybody. Equipment, this stuff doesn't come with skills. So, that's money. And then this is all money. There we go. Now we got some money. So at the very least... you can get a silver circlet. And equip that on Rita. Yeah, that's way better. And then we can sell this. I'm gonna hold on to it. Alright, cool. That's fine. Okay. So now we're good to get on out. Go back through the Weazen of Kados. Where the fuck is the Weazen of Kados? There it is.
Good day.
Good day.
Ah, are you going to the Weazen of Kados?
I sure am.
Yes, we are. Why do you ask?
The Imperial Knights have sealed off passage through Kados. It's not just here. They've set up blockades at all of the routes through the mountains.
That sounds bad. How am I gonna get through? Oh. Oh. Oh, I see. I see. They're trying to trap me.
Blockades? Why would they?
They really wanted to arrest me for my crimes, huh?
I don't know all the details, but I heard that it has something to do with some danger in Nordopolica.
Oh.
What should we do? We need to get to Nordopolica before the new moon.
Well, maybe we can fly there.
I wish I could help, but they wouldn't even let me through, and I have a travel permit.
Are you a member of the Fortunes Market?
Yes.
How'd you get your permit?
The Empire issues travel permits to Fortune's Market so that its members can travel wherever they want. At least, that's how it's supposed to be.
Right, but the Imperial Knights wouldn't let me go any further. I'm going back to Mantake, since there's no way to get around them.
Well, this seems like a problem.
Should we go back to Mantake and chill out too?
We just came from
What are you
Mantake.
gonna do?
We need to get to Nordopolica before the new moon.
Do you think Flynn ordered the blockades?
I sure sounds like it, considering they were talking about blockades.
I couldn't say. Either way, we can't afford to be stuck here for much longer.
Yes, it'll be a lot of trouble if we miss the new moon.
But I don't think they'd let us through, even if we asked nicely.
Well, to be honest, we can go take a look and think about how to get in. The hard part will only come once we've gotten inside.
What do you mean once we've gotten inside?
They set up blockades to make it hard to get out of the mountains. Getting inside shouldn't be nearly as tough. I think that much is safe to assume.
Well then, should we go back to Mantake to do some final preparations?
No, we're fine. Let's go like we are.
Let's fucking go like we are. Let's do it. Although, actually, real quick, I want to make sure that we're learning skills off of weapons, so we need to do that. Let's grab this one. This gives me a lot better defenses. Yeah, I think that's worth. It's probably worth. What do you got? You're still working on that. That's fine. Physical defense is really high with this. You're still working on that. That's fine. You're still working on that. Yeah, go ahead and use this. Get that life up. It's pretty swell. Medium-sized bag is good for defense. Defense is good. Helps me not die. Wow, you used all your weapons. Okay. Patty. Start learning shit off of this now. Alright, cool. Let's go in. What do we got going on here, huh? Oh, look, it's Sodia.
Flynn Brigade.
So that's the blockade?
Yeah, looks like it was Flynn's brigade's doing after all. But what are those monsters doing here?
Perhaps they've been tamed by the Knights?
This brigade is reminding me of Flynn less and less. What the hell is Flynn doing with his knights anyway?
Hardcore tactics like this, there ain't any doubt in my mind this has something to do with the talk of Bellius engineering the Great War.
So how do we get past this checkpoint?
Huh? Seriously?
Patty's got a plan.
And then?
What could they be talking about?
Old man, do you mind keeping it down?
Sorry. Now that sounds like fun.
Oh, he's got a fun plan.
How about this?
How about it? Yikes.
What the hell? Stop it! Settle down!
Let's go now.
Well,
Hey, don't leave this old man behind. What the? Come back, you!
Yuri Lowell!
yeah, that's me.
See ya! Have fun!
Bye, guys.
That was pretty slick, old man.
What are you saying? That was all thanks to Patty. Humans work a lot harder when they get rewarded, don't they?
Sure do.
Rewarded? What are you talking about?
That's our little secret. It's just between us, right, Patty?
So annoying.
It's our little secret.
What is that nonsense?
It's probably some useless promise of theirs. Anyway, let's keep moving.
All right, well, we've made it.
Only the Empire has enough power to cut off all the ways in and out of a whole town.
Well, the Guild's power is totally different. The Union would never try something like this.
It's the Empire's style. Crush problems with everything they've got. What are they after?
Sounds like an empire.
Who do they think they are, sealing off all the roads like this?
They think they're an
I think
empire.
the answer to that lies in Nordopolica. We should hurry before we're caught.
Empire's gonna empire. Have you played enough RPGs to know what empires do? Alright. Making our way back through the Wizendacados, which means we gotta fight a whole bunch of fucking things. Also, we've got new enemies. Alright. We can scan new enemies. Magic lens. Ow, rude. Raven, you wanna scan the other guy? Scan, yeah, Night Catcher. There we go. Hop it. Jesus.
I'll heal you.
Got him. These things suck. Got him. Fucking got him.
Let's eliminate them.
You guys are old enemies, right? Yeah. Ow, 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 ow. Fucking fuck. Hey, Stell, you wanna maybe... Thank you.
You thought you could win?
So, what was that deal you were talking about?
A deal? What sort of deal? With who?
You said something about a deal with the old man when we were in Katos. Don't tell me you forgot.
No. I haven't forgotten.
She forgot. So it's a secret, is it?
I'll tell you, Yuri, since I can trust you.
I appreciate it.
If he works hard here, I'll teach him Judy's measurements.
You really know how his mind works, don't you?
It's not exactly a mystery.
What's up? Shouldn't we be hurrying along?
Hey, you're not as young as you used to be. Let's take it easy.
Seconded.
Well, what do you mean?
Oh, Patty. Oh, Patty. Sinclair Saber. What about you? You're still working on that. Alright.
Looks like they aren't following us.
That was pretty fun.
Hey, this is
Yeah,
a game.
pretty fun.
Seriously.
Now that's what I'm talking about. combining Patty's brain with my technique.
2 heads are better than 1.
Yeah, but they went and sealed off a dangerous place like this just to isolate Nordopolica. These guys mean business.
Seriously, even bringing monsters to help?
Whatever they're doing, it can't be good.
I can't believe that Flynn would order something like this. Hey, what kind of person is Flynn?
He's Yuri's friend. I've heard they've known each other since they were children.
Sometimes orders coming down from the top don't make sense. The meaning can get lost going down the chain of command. When a brigade gets big and famous enough, things can start to get out of hand.
Ooh.
You certainly know a lot about these things. Makes sense for someone in Altosk.
Things can end up like that no matter what the organization.
What worries me is how much of a hand Flynn had in all this.
I'm sure we'll get a good understanding of that as soon as we can get to Nordopolica.
That's right.
But we should be on our guard. Even though I find it hard to believe that they've conquered Nordopolica by force.
Yeah, I think the Palestrale would have a problem with that.
Sorry, Rita. You won't get much time to investigate the Air Krene.
Ugh. Oh well. I don't have much choice. It'd be bad if they caught up to us.
Exactly.
Seems like she never has a chance to study the Air Krene. It's like the 3rd time coming through here.
Yuri sure is enthusiastic.
He won't say it, but I reckon he's just worried about his friend.
Do Flynn and Yuri really have that strong of a bond?
Well, you could call it strong, I guess. Maybe. What? Are you...
Oops.
I'll have to hold
My
a
bad.
strategic meeting to stop Yuri from being snatched away from me.
Welp. I don't know, Patty. Good luck to you. Got Night Guard. We got Night Halberd F. Alright, let's go ahead and this one. Magic Lens. The Night Guard. And then we'll go ahead and we will Magic Lens, the Night Halberd F. Ow, rude. Ow. Ow, 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 ow. Jesus. You guys are fucking aggressive, man. Stop. Stop moving. Stop moving. Press the button. Oh, he's dead. That's why it didn't work. That would be why it didn't work. Because he's already dead.
Let's go.
Got some hooves. Got some hooves. Any new enemies here?
You don't scare me.
Nope, you are all not new enemies. Yeah. Yeah. Back here. Get back here. Alright, we got another save point. We're gonna take it. We're gonna drop ourselves a save. Seriously, where the fuck did all my money go?
Man, could you be any weaker?
Let's just get it over with.
There must have been something I bought that was just absurdly expensive. I guess it must have been all the weapons. It had to have been all the weapons. That was it, right? That would make sense.
Hey, that was a nice break from things.
How we looking with levels? Getting close to mid-30s. That feels real good. I'm feeling pretty good about that.
Try not to take too long, okay?
Sure.
Sure.
It's completely inactive now, and it was overflowing so much before. Is that how the air was controlled? How could a monster do something like that?
Is that Air Crene safe now?
We'll be in trouble if air shoots out of it like before.
It doesn't look like you have to worry about that.
So why'd the air suddenly shoot out before?
That's what's puzzling me.
Maybe it was just a natural phenomenon?
The probability of that is low at best. If that was the case, it should be emitting air at regular intervals.
If air were emitted that frequently, it'd have an effect on the environment.
Like how the plants grew so unnaturally in Cave Mock.
Looks pretty normal around here to me.
So perhaps something else interfered with the air crane and caused it to discharge air? What could do that? Only a formula or blastia could affect air like that.
Damn, that would be our fan club. Seems like these knights are just as dedicated as the captain himself. Rita, let's go. Are you done looking at the air crane?
Just let me think a little more.
If you just need time to think, you'll have plenty of time once we've gotten out of here.
All right.
If the air crane was disturbed by...
Did you figure anything out?
It's still too early to say. I've got some leads, but it's nothing I can be sure of yet.
Well, make sure and let us know when you've nailed it down.
I will.
All right, let's head out.
And it'll probably involve you.
I appreciate the honesty.
Hold still.
All right.
Make this quick.
Catcher, halberd, Quieta. Alright. Yeah. Yeah. Got him. Got him. Skills and level ups. We love to see it. We do love to see it. Gotta fight our way through these enemies, get back to Nordopolica. Yeah. Nice. Anybody need new equipment? You do. Chain whip. What's up, buddy? We are
Get ready. I'm taking you down.
we are grinding heavy today. These past two streams have been very grindy. I apologize. That's kind of just how JRPGs be. But, like... I feel like we're not doing a whole lot. We're just fighting a shitload of enemies.
This is my victory pose.
It's necessary, though. It is necessary. We are gonna need to have good levels, good stats to handle future bosses. This is how it goes, man. There we go. Got him. We're almost out of here. We're almost out of here. We're almost back to Nordopolica. When we get to Nordopolica, things are going to get very interesting. As you could probably imagine. Considering there's all kinds of fucking shit going on here. These fuckers suck, man. I hate them. There we go. Let's just do a shitload of damage. Get out of here, guys. The fuck out of here. Fuck out of here. Fuck. Stop stabbing me.
Okay, we performed marvelous.
Alright. We done? This is the entrance. We've made it. I'll fight you. I'll go ahead and fight you since you're here. Might as well. I've already grinded enough. What's one more battle? I gotta check and see how we're doing with tech usage. Sorry, art usage. It's the Tales of Symphonia in me coming out.
I'm just getting started.
How we doing? 71. That's good. 19 on that one, 108 on that one. Okay, so we need to do that one more. That's the one we need to focus on. We've made it! Oh, these fuckers. These fuckers.
It's only natural they're guarding this end, too.
Patty,
That's the
do you have
Schwann
any
Brigade.
ideas for getting through?
Brigade, even.
Raven, can you do something like you did before?
Best not to press your luck when the Knights are taking their work so seriously.
They don't look that serious from here.
I say, woe is me!
How has our illustrious Schwann Brigade ever been reduced to playing backup for Flynn?
Enough complaining. If you don't like it, we better produce some results.
There they are! Capture them!
They found us!
What is this?
You three, don't let him escape.
Uh-oh, it's us.
If it isn't Mr. Yuri Lowell.
It is Mr. Yuri Lowell.
Hey, LeBlanc. It's been a while.
And Your Highness.
Yeah. Sure is.
What are we gonna do?
Oh well. Here goes nothing.
Wait!
Attention!
Yes, sir.
The fuck?
Not sure what's going on, but now's our chance.
The fuck?
Huh? Whoa!
Raven, what did you do?
That was weird, right?
It's nothing. Enough standing around. They'll catch up in no time if we don't get moving.
We can't miss this chance.
Yeah, let's head for Nordopolica, quick.
That was weird, right? That was like really fucking weird. Why the fuck did that work? Okay. I guess we'll just go with it. Alright, we're heading to Nordopolica. Nordopolica bound. Bound for Nordopolica. Aight, we'll fight him. We'll fight him, I suppose. Yow. No pineapple gels. We're really close to an inn. I don't need to use items. Stop pecking me, it's rude. Jesus.
Rest in peace.
Nordopolica. What a cool little town. Here we are.
Not as many knights as I'd have guessed.
Yeah, security looks normal even with all the commotion after the tournament.
I guess because all the knights are in the fucking Wiesent of Kados. They just assume no one's getting in.
It did sound like they had their hands full with the monsters that managed to escape.
Yeah, but it's too quiet. Especially compared to the checkpoints back at Kados. I think Raven's got it right. The knights are up to something, and I don't like it.
Sure seems that way.
But it looks like we can stay in town as long as we don't stand out.
So we'll meet with Bellius on the evening of the new moon, which happens to be tonight.
Let's stop by
That worked out perfectly, didn't it?
and go see about meeting. I'm finally gonna be able to get rid of the Don's letter.
Patty, what are you doing hiding over there?
Don't you remember? A lot of things happened the last time she was here. Come on out. It'll be okay.
Hey, Patty.
For me to be with you guys for just a little longer?
Huh? Sure. We don't mind, do we?
Right. But it'd probably be best if we stuck together until we left town. I have a feeling that even if we parted ways here, we'd still end up meeting again real soon. So basically, there's no difference between us being together or not.
I really don't get that logic.
Means she just wants to hang out with us.
I'm sure you're all heading in the direction of the Maristella.
Yeah, I don't get that either.
In other words,
In other words, you want to come with us, right?
Yeah, that's about it.
rather than traveling by myself, traveling with you guys is more profitable.
And a lot less lonely.
If you want to come, then come. At this point, I really don't mind an extra travel companion or two.
That's the spirit.
I wonder if Flynn's already here somewhere.
Do you think?
When we finish up all our business here, I've got a few things I want to ask that guy.
When you do, take me with you.
Alright. So, I want to stock up on items. And I want to rest at the inn. Stock up on items. Purchase. Is there anything I need? Might actually not need anything other than lenses. Need a life bottle. Need a life bottle and some lenses. Here we go. Stay at the inn. Do ourselves a save. And also, I'm gonna do this. So, for a shortcut. Why? Don't worry about it. No one else has fire, right? Like, I certainly don't have anything that does fire. I have destruction field, but I don't know if that counts as fire. I'm gonna just put that on here, just in case. I don't think it counts as, like, actually creating fire. But just in case it does. nobody else has fire. Alright, don't ask why. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Resting at the inn.
Is everyone ready to go?
Sure. You're shaking, Carol.
Getting a little nervous.
Fronting the big cheese of a major
A little
guild
bit
about his
nervous.
involvement with the Great War is pretty intimidating.
Come on, he's a normal person, just like us. There's nothing to be afraid of.
What?
Carol, you just don't know when to give up, do you?
My, Patty, you've got nerves of steel.
You're sure the brave one, Missy. I'm impressed.
I'm just doing my best to be strong.
You don't have to come if you don't want to, Estelle.
I can't back down anymore. I don't want to. I want to know about myself. About who I really am.
Sounds like you're ready to go.
So then, let's go see Bellius.
Let's do it.
Just my imagination?
Oh. The fuck are you guys doing here? Don't like that. Don't like that. Where are they? Aren't they like right here? Weren't they here? Didn't I see them right here? I don't know. That was creepy. What are they doing? What's the point of them? Alright, Nats. Talk to me, buddy.
We've come to meet with Bellius.
You're... Oh, weren't you the emissary sent by Don Whitehorse?
That's right.
Yep, it's a bit urgent, so if you wouldn't mind letting me through.
You may enter. However, I must ask the rest of you to withdraw.
What? But why? Are you trying to say we can't be trusted or something?
I'm afraid that is what it amounts to.
But you can trust that we'll be even more tight-lipped than a giant clam. For sure.
Let them pass.
Duce, but
I have spoken.
Now that's more like it.
Yes, Duce. I ask only that you not speak of anything you see here to anyone.
Not speak of what we see? Why not?
The fuck are we gonna see?
This is one of Palestrale's guild laws.
Okay then, we promise.
Our leader, Bellius, is waiting just ahead.
Aight. Can't go that way. Nordopolica warehouse, huh? This is Nordopolica warehouse, isn't it? Oh boy. I bet we're gonna have to push some boxes in there. Eventually. Here we go. Ready? Ready for this?
Hey! What's going on?
It's fucking dark.
Everybody still here?
Yes.
Ooh. Oh.
A monster!
And
Yeah.
here I had secret hopes we'd get a gourmet meal out of this. Wasn't expecting a trap.
This isn't a trap. She is...
Bellius?
The very same. I am Bellius, Duce of Nordopolica, and founder of Palestrale.
Didn't see this coming.
Welp. Welp.
So you can speak our language as well.
You encountered Pharaoh some time ago, did you not?
Sure did.
I would not think, then, that our ability to use your tongue should come as a surprise.
So you're an Antilochea too?
That is so.
Then the ancient race that built this city was...
My brethren and I.
If this city was built hundreds and hundreds of years ago, that would mean...
She's fucking old.
Indeed, we have governed this city for ages.
Wow, that's amazing!
Good old Don. How nice of him to keep me in the dark on this.
And who might you be?
A humble servant of Don Whitehorse. I've got a letter for you from him. I've known that old badger too long to be surprised by who he knows. But just how are you connected?
I am indebted to him for his assistance during the Great War.
Huh. So she was involved with the Great War.
The Great War? So the rumors that you were one of the masterminds behind it are true?
Well, I did participate in the war. However, I never exceeded that which my duty as an Intellichea required. I was not a mastermind of anything.
The Great War was fought against the Entellichea.
At any rate, my acquaintance with the Dawn dates from those times. I have long lamented that a man of his talent was not born instead as one of my race.
That's the first I've heard the old man had anything to do with the Great War.
It is a subject he takes little pleasure in discussing. The Dawn has requested my mediation in the current trouble with Pharaoh.
Interesting.
It would seem that even a man of his strength cannot stand against my brother's assault upon his city. Such a request cannot lightly be brushed aside. I shall offer my assistance for the time being.
Glad to see you're so reasonable.
So some of you tear down cities and some of you run guilds.
Hey man, let's not be rude.
You Antilochea are definitely interesting.
The same might be said of you humans, I would imagine.
Aye, that be true.
Now then, this letter is not the sole reason for your visit, is it, child of the full moon?
Oh, yikes.
You know about Estelle?
We Intellichea can sense the child of the full moon.
So what's the
My name is
deal?
Estelise.
What's the fucking deal? You want to tell us the deal, Bellius?
I have to know, what exactly is the child of the full moon? Pharaoh called me an insipid poison, but what does that mean?
I know not whether your fate may be swayed by such knowledge, but...
Bellius, listen.
How about tell us the answer?
Judith?
Is there something of which I should be aware?
Pharaoh is...
Also, what does Judith know?
What the hell's all that
Also, what
racket?
the fuck was that?
At last, we found you, Antilochea, leader of monsters, origin of evil.
Really, dude? Come on.
Tyson! Boss!
Well, if it isn't Carol and friends, you've got some twisted tastes hanging out with freaks like this. Keeping monsters to use in your Colosseum? You're an enemy of humanity, and now you die.
You guys are really fucked up.
You're pretty barbaric for a friend of Carol's.
Who the hell is this little brat?
Unfortunately, I don't give my name to rapscallions.
I'm sorry. This character, man, I can't. I just can't. I just fucking can't.
As if I really care.
She's so
Where's
Patty.
Nan?
Curious, huh? She should be leading the raid on the remaining monsters in the Colosseum about now. We hunting blades give no quarter to any who would obstruct the justice we mete out, humans or no. If you won't attack, then I'll make the first move, beast.
You guys really suck, you know?
It seems these men will not be stayed lest I take arms against them. It is asking much of you, but please help Nats.
What about you?
I am not to be outdone by mere humans.
Gotcha. Let's get out of here.
Alright.
Good luck.
Welp.
Who do they think they are? What a bunch of total clods.
I know, right?
The Knights were the ones who had business in Nordopolica.
I never would have guessed we'd end up running into the hunting blades.
What are they all doing here?
Don't know exactly, but you can be sure it's got to do with Bellius.
Could it be that the Knights, I mean Flynn, came because of Bellius as well?
We'll have to ask the Duce. For now, though, we gotta see if we can get things under control.
Alright, let's get things under control. Let's control the things. More enemy scans.
Let's work together.
We got more enemy scans fighting the hunting blades, this stupid-ass guild of stupid stupids. We got Grain. Fighting Grain. And then we also got Rye. Man, they like their bread, don't they? No. Is there anybody else to scan? We got Grain and Rye. Oh, we got Barley also. Yeah, they are. They're all just breads. Why are they so bready? What's up with that? Fucking got him.
We performed marvelously.
Nailed it. More dudes. Any new enemies? Any additional enemies? I think you're all the same enemies, right? Yeah. Destruction field, bitch. First aid would be nice. Get fucked. Get fucked. They drop bread, because of course they do. Of course they drop bread. They got names like Barley and fucking Grain and Rye.
I'm taking you down.
Barley, Grain, and Rye. Nice. Nice. Got him.
Here we go. Yeah, these are the
Getting those skills. We'll do an equipment check before we go into the area. Yeah. Yeah. Ow. Got him. Got him.
Get ready. I'm taking you down.
guys are hurting me a bit. Stop. Stop hurting me. It's rude. So rude. There we go. There we go. Cool beans. We made it out.
This is awful. Could Nan have done this?
She could have.
You alright? Nats has gone to defend the Colosseum from the hunting blades. Please.
Fuck the hunting blades.
I gotta help him.
Wait, I'll... If only we'd come sooner. This is not the time for regrets.
We've got to go help that Nats guy.
Yeah, which means going up.
Alright. I'm going down, though. You say go up, I say go down. To hurry to the Colosseum? I don't want to hurry to the Colosseum. Fine. I don't think I can backtrack to the inn or anything, right? There's no way to save. Alright. I was really hoping. Nova. That's Genus's weapon. Right. Okay. I think we're good. I'm gonna go ahead and do an orange gel or two on you. And then in we go.
The Colosseum is now under the authority of the hunting blades.
Bullshit.
Immediately.
Nan, you've got to stop.
Carol, what are you doing here?
You know that fights between guilds are strictly forbidden by the Union.
What are you talking about? This job was commissioned to us directly by the Union itself.
Huh? That doesn't make any sense.
What?
Oh.
Harry, what are you doing here?
Who the fuck is that?
Hey, isn't that someone from the Union we met in Dongrest?
That's the Don's grandson, Harry.
Oh.
The Don's grandson?
Just what in blazes is going on here, son?
You're under the same orders from the Dawn yourself, right? To locate Apathea?
Sure, but what does that have to do with all the commotion here?
Judith, what's the matter?
There! Nats!
Come on! Damn it! I wasn't done with them.
Wait! I thought I ordered you to withdraw!
Yeah, well, you don't have any authority here.
Raven is with them, and he's an ally. Let them be.
Nan.
Fuck Nan. Nan sucks.
Aw, down to your last friend? Why not play with us for a while?
More of Bellius's minions, huh?
We're brave Vesperia.
I don't care how brave you are. Death to those who side with the monsters.
Alright, I guess we're fighting.
Sorry, but you're going bye-bye.
I wonder if these guys are bred, too. You guys also bred? You got Ogre, Ale, and Pepe. They're not quite bred. Ow, ow. Quite ogre-y. Go for another magic lens on Pepe. Alright. That's good. We've got all of these guys now. Oh, Jesus Christ, that's a lot of damage. Rude, rude. Alright. Things are much more under control now. There we go.
Man, these guys are just going crazy.
Looks like we got here in time.
You must be a healer. You've saved me.
Hell yeah.
I wonder if Bellius is okay.
Oh shit.
Duce!
Gnats, you are unhurt. You would yet challenge me, humans?
Your kind is the root of all evil.
Says who?
Root of evil, Bellius? You got it all wrong. Just look.
All monsters serve evil. They must be hunted down. It is up to us, to the hunting blades.
Get
These
fucked.
idiots have got rocks for brains.
You monsters are all alike.
Judy!
What makes a monster, huh?
Duce!
I'll heal you.
You mustn't. Your power is...
Uh-oh.
No! What can this mean?
She reacted to Estelle's formula? But this is...
Oh, yikes.
What's going on?
I was too late.
What have I done?
If this keeps up, it'll bring down the Colosseum.
Welp.
Duce Bellius! Please control yourself! Duce!
We have no choice but to try and stop her with force.
But we're dead if we hold anything back against someone like this.
I can't believe this!
But it doesn't look like we have a choice.
Bellius. Estelle, wake up!
Right.
Yikes.
Here she comes.
Well, we got a boss fight. If I remember, this is a really interesting one, too.
Killed.
96,000. That is a lot. That is a whole hell of a lot. Ow.
What is my power? The poison that Pharaoh talked about.
You gotta be kidding. I can't believe we gotta put her down.
Ow.
I won't hold back. That's the only way, right?
Got good damage. Doing some good damage. Good damage. Down to 68. Ow. Ow. That's a lot of damage on me. And now she's going into overlimit. Don't care for that. Ow. Probably should have moved. Probably should have moved. I could have done a free run on that one. I couldn't do it again. I tried to do it, but it wasn't fast enough. You wanna, thank you. Alright, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do this. Then we're gonna do this. Then we're gonna do this. Then we're gonna do this. And we're gonna do a burst art. Big old damage. Boom. And then more damage. No, not enough time. Not enough time. She's just gonna kill me. Ow. Yeah, that hurt. Okay. I couldn't do it fast enough. Here we go. Alright. So, multiple things here. We're going to go to strategy. And we are going to... Actually, hold on. We're going to switch it up to defend. L1, defend. And yeah, and then we're going to have you use a magic lens on the new copy Bellius. And then I am going to go ahead, okay, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to these lamps. I'm going to see if Destruction Field works. I hope it does. It does. Okay, that's great. Thank you. This is why we need fire arts. There we go. Goodbye.
My power is gone. Strike now.
Great. Don't do that. That's rude. How we doing? 3,600 or 36,000? Still a lot. Damn it. Fucking Christ. Ow. 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 How we doing? Just gonna spam this, and then we're gonna get a fatal strike. More? More? Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. How about fuck you instead? How about instead fuck you? How about that? Why can't I? It's not letting me do it. Still not letting me do it. It's rude. Let me fatal strike, you bitch. Fuck. God damn it. I hate how overlimit works in this game. I really do. It's awful. It's so fucking awful. Yeah, I'm gonna die. The fact that you can't... You can still stagger is so fucking stupid. It just defeats the whole purpose of it, man. The whole point is to be able to combo infinitely. There we go, got her. Whew. Trophy get. Alright, so we did miss out on the last secret mission trophy, which kind of sucks. I do have a save file from beforehand, so I can try to do it on my own if I want to, but we're back. We got this one. We got an emerald ring. That's a fucking awesome, awesome item. And an ice coffin, which is a new weapon. That's pretty cool.
It's over.
Duce, no!
Well.
What now? I never thought this would happen.
Not a great situation.
I'm sorry.
Worry not.
I mean, she didn't know. Nobody told her.
You were thinking only of saving me.
See, Bellius knows.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I just...
Power corrupts, but you different. Never lose that kindness, the compassion you so readily show to others. Now, go to Pharaoh, if you would learn of your destiny.
I mean, I think this kind of explains a little bit about the whole insipid poison comment, maybe?
To Pharaoh?
There is much I owe you. Do not harbor a grudge toward these people.
Duce! No!
Wait! No, I beg you, don't go!
Elias, farewell.
Is this the same as what was in the case from the ghost ship?
Oh.
An Apatheia!
What does that mean?
That means that Apatheia comes from...
Convey my soul, this Cyano Ciel, to my ally, Don Whitehorse.
Cyano-Ciel crystal.
So, this must have been what Harry meant.
Humans, we'll be taking this.
Oh, no, you fucking will not.
Is this what you guys were after? Hope you don't think we'll just let it go.
Then we'll just have to pound on you until you do.
Feel free to try.
Everyone throw down your weapons.
Damn, look who's here.
You. Take anyone still standing in the Colosseum into custody.
Nah, I'm good.
Up in chains if we don't blow this scene.
But we haven't done anything to warrant being arrested.
That doesn't matter.
I don't think they'd have any trouble cooking up a reason to put us behind bars.
You're right. Escape is our best option.
Woof.
I've secured an escape. Hurry!
You're the best, Patty.
Okay, we're getting out of here for now.
No, I don't want to go anywhere. My power, it really is a poison. I thought I could help her, but I only brought about her death. I couldn't save her. What are you doing?
Proving a point.
You saved me, didn't you?
What? But I...
Let's move.
Okay.
Wait!
What's up, Raven? What are you doing? What's that about? I don't care for that.
Elias, how could something like this happen?
There was still so much we needed to ask.
Yeah. Think of all the knowledge that only an Entelakea would have.
Not to mention her perspective as the Duce of Palestrale. Why couldn't we have met her sooner?
Yuri.
But she was adamant. Night of the New Moon. Alright, can we save at the very least? That'd be swell. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. We
This
got
place is
dudes.
Swarming with knights.
We've no choice but to go out through the harbor then.
But what if the harbor's blockaded too?
Well, the Wiesent of Kados is blocked off. If we have to get out of here, I'd say breaking out through the harbor is our best bet.
Ah, escaping by sea might be better, yes.
Exactly. Sorry, Patty, but can I ask you to pilot the ship?
Aye, aye. Leave it to me. Time to show you what I can do. I hope it's actually got a new Sarah's Blastia, though.
Perfect. Then I'll handle the Blastia. Hey, where's the old man?
You don't need to worry about him. He'll turn up soon enough.
Right. He's the sort of guy who shows up as soon as you start to feel relieved he's gone.
Yuri Lowell, this is the end of the line.
It absolutely is not the end of the line. Fuck you, Sodia.
Lady Estelles, you must return with us.
Nah.
Captain
You guys, like, actually suck.
But I...
To the point where you're, like, almost actually just bad people, too. Just arresting anybody you see just for the crime of being there. Christ, man.
Alright, let's hurry to the harbor.
Talk about power corrupting. You guys are becoming the very thing you're trying to not be. The very thing you're trying to change from the inside, you are becoming it. And that's why trying to change things from the inside doesn't work. Isn't that right, Yuri? Much better to go around and killing people extrajudiciously.
Looks like we can't put one over on this guy.
Sounds like two bad choices.
Return Lady Estelize and the stone.
Hey, Flynn, go fuck yourself.
Flynn, what do you want with the
I will
Abigail?
fight you.
So the Knights are trying to get a hold of this thing too.
I will actually fight you, Flynn.
That's why the hunting blades were here.
Yeah. Why were they here? Were they hired?
It's like what that guy in Normden said. The Apatheia brings only chaos to humanity. So it's true.
Hand it over.
No. No, I'm not gonna.
Serious?
Just what the hell are you doing? Using the military to get control of the city? That's taking things a bit far.
Also, isn't this city not an empire city? It's a guild city? So, like, it's literally just an invasion from a foreign country.
Maybe you're carrying out your duty. You can't just go around doing everything by force.
You can when you're the cops.
Captain, awaiting orders.
I thought you were with the Knights to change things like that. I don't know why I'm the one who has to be saying this stuff. You know it full well yourself. Cat got your tongue? I mean, how's this any different from what I've come to expect from the Empire? Are you gonna follow Rago and Kumor's examples?
Ready? Ready for the line?
If I did, would you just kill me as well? Would you do away with me like you did Rago and Kumor?
Ooh.
Huh? What is he?
If you go and become a villain, you won't be giving me much choice.
Yuri?
Yikes.
You mind saving this charming little squabble for another time? We're sort of in a hurry, right? Come on! Captain!
Man. This is so good. This is so good. It's a shame the story's gonna go to shit later.
Save it! You men, raise the anchor!
I'm sorry, I'm very salty about it.
Man, raise the anchor.
Raven! Where did you come from?
Don't suppose it'd be too much trouble to take one more with us.
I suppose.
Hey, that's the guy!
We got Harry on board. Harry is in the building. How many fucking backflips did he do?
Full speed ahead!
Holy hell.
What's happening?
Judy?
What's going on, Judith?
Where's this power coming from? Is it the Ceres Blastia?
Yeah! We broke through!
The rudder handling's perfect.
What's the deal with this formula? I've never seen anything like it.
What?
Oh. Hey,
What
Judith.
are you doing? No! Stop! Why would you...
Oh, she broke the Blastia. Again.
This is the path I have chosen.
You're that dragon freak!
Yeah. Yeah, she is. Always has been.
Judy, wait!
Goodbye.
Judith? Why? Why?
Judith did indeed leave the party. Raven joined the party back up again. Things are going crazy, man.
Our genius mage has given the Ceres Blastia her undivided attention. Sounds like the core on the new Blastia is pretty much totaled.
It's a good thing we had that merchant lady change the Ceres Blastia for us.
That's Kaufman for you. She always goes above and beyond in keeping her word.
So luckily we still had the old Blastia around. Either way, looks like we'll be drifting out here for now.
Looks that way.
I'm worried about the ship's heading. I'll go check it out.
What are Carol and Estelle up to?
They're a bit down in the dumps. Why don't you go check in on them?
Can't imagine why.
You'd probably be better at cheering them up, old man.
You know I'm not cut out for that stuff.
Guess I've had a hand in dampening the mood around here too. Might as well see
Yeah, what with being a murderer and all. Alright, guys. Well.
I knew Judy's secret would get out someday, but not like this.
Yep.
A little heads up would have
exactly
been nice.
like this, guys.
I don't know what to think about anything anymore.
Alright. Well, guys. I think with this save point here, this is an excellent opportunity to go ahead and wrap things up for tonight. So thank you guys so very much for watching, whether you're watching live here on Twitch or after the fact on the Twitch VODs or after the fact on the YouTube VODs. However you are watching, thank you very much. I greatly appreciate it. So, the plan is, this will be a normal week of streams, and then next week, we'll probably have an extra stream on Tuesday. That's my current plan. Now, it kind of depends on what tomorrow's like. If it's like fucking thunderstorming tomorrow, or so, well, actually, if it's thunderstorming tomorrow, maybe then I won't stream. I don't know. If there's like, I don't know. I very much doubt that I'm going to stream tomorrow. Tomorrow could be an extra stream, but I really, really, really expect it not to be. So the next stream should be Thursday, August 24th, 7 p.m. Eastern Time until about 9:30-ish. It's possible I may decide to stream tomorrow. If I do, then it'll be at 7 p.m. Eastern Time also, and I'll let you know on Twitter. At Whiskey Cactus. But, assuming that I'm not doing that, then the next stream will be Thursday. We're adrift on the open ocean. Our ship just got fucking broken down by Judith, who has left. And shit's really hitting the fan right now. Things are getting weird, secrets are getting spilled, and this is going to change the status quo quite a bit. So things are going in an interesting direction. The unfortunate problem is, this story is going to squander all the potential that's building up right now. I must warn you. If you want satisfying resolutions to this, you're not gonna get it. But stick with it, because the characters are still really fucking great. And it's worth it. It is worth it. And the gameplay is going to get even cooler as we go. So, we still got some cool stuff to do. And also, like, we have all these dangling threads right now. So, there's a whole bunch of things, and I think there's going to be some, I believe there's probably going to be some side quests we're going to be able to do soon, too. So, we got a lot of cool stuff coming up, and we got to figure out where we're going. I think we're going to end up heading back to Dongrest in that direction. And that should probably kick off kind of the next major, like, section of the story. So things are going to get kind of interesting again, as we still have a lot of mystery shadow, question the mystery things that need to get resolved. So I hope you're excited for that. We will begin to explore all of that on Thursday, as I said, at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, and I'll see you then. Good night.